Danny, a 3-1 defeat today. What's your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I thought we took time to get started. Obviously conceded the goal and it almost kicked us into life a little bit. We started to get on the ball, we started to pass it and cause them problems, and obviously we scored a good equaliser. I think we had a real good penalty shout, if I'm honest, but it's not to be. And the sort of, when you're playing teams at this level, you're going to get punished when you let them go down the other end and get a set piece as easy as we did. And it was disappointing to go in half time 2-1 down. But you know what? We come out second half, we started well. I was just saying before, we dominated the ball. I think we dominated the large proportions of the game, but we never really looked like scoring a goal. And that was played right into their hands. And with the firepower they've got and the quality they've got on the pitch, though, if they got a chance, you knew they were going to take it, and they did.
So unchanged from Tuesday, and it'd be fair to say, against two of the better teams in this league, we've really held our own despite what the scoreline today might suggest.
Yeah, but we don't want to just hold our own. We want to come in. We want to, like we went to Torquay on Tuesday. We want to have a say in what happens at the top of the league. We wanted to upset Torquay. We wanted to cause an upset today. But when you dominate the ball like we did in periods, but don't put the ball in the penalty area or don't get a shot at goal, you're always going to find it tough against teams like this. And they've got some great experience in there. They've got some. I thought Bugle was unbelievable up front for them today. Won everything, and it's disappointing because we don't want to be that team that it's okay because they're playing one of the better sides. Well, we back ourselves, and unfortunately in and around the penalty area today it wasn't good enough.
And similar to Torquay, it was a bit of a poor start from us. They really came out to Sutton with all guns blazing, and we're very disappointed with the way we started the game, but we did well to respond to that, and similar to Torquay, get back into the game and get back on level terms.
Yeah, and that's what once we got settled, I thought we looked very good at times. But as I said, if you're not going to get the ball in the penalty area and you're not going to work the goalkeeper, you're going to find it very difficult to beat the opposition.
And of course, in that first half, we had 2 disallowed goals. Obviously, the referee scored them back, but we sort of take pride in that. The fact that they could have been allowed if Ricky's downside.
Yeah, look, I think that was the disappointing thing, because ironically we had less of the ball in the first half but caused more problems for the opposition and for the keeper. And as I said, we actually played into their hands a little bit, I thought, second half, because they sat in, let us have the ball and asked the question of us, can we create something? And the answer was no, we can't. And it kind of has a knock-on effect, because if you stop putting the ball in the box, players stop getting in the box. When they stop getting in the box and then you do put the ball in the box, there's no one in there to put a challenge on the keeper, and we kind of didn't do either. But look, it is what it is, and we are disappointed. We're not sitting there going, well, it's Sutton, they're second, so we expect it to be. We're not thinking like that at all. We're disappointed with the result, and we've got a little bit of a break now, so we've got to dust ourselves off and make sure we're ready for Yeovil.
Because there was a good few spells in the game, particularly these link-ups down the left and right-hand side that you've obviously been working on in training, and like you said, it's difficult to look to that and then say, how have we not scored from those chances we have created?
Yeah, we've got to have a fine balance between wanting to dominate possession of the ball, which we do, and when we've proved when we get our foot on the ball and we pass it, we can keep the ball against anybody. But the balance has got to be, it has to have a purpose, and there has to be some kind of end product. Now listen, if we're dominating the ball, getting the ball out wide, or getting shots and crosses in and people aren't getting on the end of it, or keepers are pulling off saves, and do you know what, sometimes that happens. But when you're keeping the ball like we did and not doing that, you question, what was the point? Like that was the message in the dressing room. What's the point of making 20 passes if there's going to be nothing on the end of it? That's one, it's boring, and 2, you're never ever going to win football matches.
And of course, the third goal for them would have been a bit of a sucker punch, given that we were looking for the equaliser, looking to push on and get something from the game. Yeah,
you're always at risk of conceding again when you're going. Like you've got, not, I won't say gun ho, but you are putting that sort of pressure on to go and try and get an equaliser. You are going to put yourself at risk, but it's a sloppy goal to concede, and the lads need to do better.
A slightly different topic. Kins, our latest Centurion, 100 appearances for him for the club. It's a good moment despite the result today.
Yeah, we wanted, obviously he was due to get it last season, and obviously everything happened. But then obviously with the injury and everything that's gone sort of against him, it's unbelievable to see it, to be fair, and I'm so delighted for him because he loves the club, and from our perspective you question how he's going to come back from a fitness level, and I actually thought he played well today, and it's just a shame we couldn't give him a win on his 100th appearance.
And just a bit of a break now as we look ahead to Yeovil on Tuesday night, 4 home games in a row.
Yeah, and that's what we've got to do. We've got some work to do. We've got a lot of things we need to have a look at, and that's what these breaks are for. You can dust the lads off, give them a few extra days off to recover, because it's been a real fixture congestion for us. Give them some time off, but they've got to make sure they come back and they're firing, because, like we've just said to them in there, I don't take any offence if any of you don't want to do it anymore. If you want to have the rest of the season off, because I'd rather put some of the younger lads out if we're just going to go through the motions. But to be fair to them, they're disappointed in there because they do want to still perform and win games.
Are you in the shop? Sign up below.
Click here for the next video, click here to subscribe.